Welcome back again to Rinka's Kitchen. I have another family favorite recipe that I'd like to share with you, and it is called bean ham stew, BAB SONKA PÖRKÖlt. And what you will need for this recipe is 2 cans of red kidney beans or 2 cups of dried red kidney beans, 1.7 kilograms of pre-cooked ham, and what I'm using today is a lean pre-cooked ham and low sodium one. 2 medium onions, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of vegeta or vegetable base, 1.5 teaspoons of sweet paprika. Today I'm using the Hungarian sweet paprika, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 2 cups of water. So if you wanted to make it the traditional way to prepare the red kidney beans, you would use the dried red kidney beans, and I have a recipe that you can look up on my website. I have a copy of the actual recipe of the instructions. And what I do is if I would use the dried red kidney beans, I'd put the kidney beans in a colander and rinse them with cold water. And then I'd place them in a medium-sized bowl and then pour enough lukewarm water to cover the beans and soak them overnight. And then the next day in a colander, I drain off the water and put the kidney beans in a pot, and I'd cook them, fully cook them. I know in my beef recipe, the beef stew recipe, I partially cook them because I put them in the oven. So, but for this recipe, make sure that you cook the dried beans entirely so that they're cooked well. Today what I did was I diced the onions and garlic into small pieces, and then what I've done is I've preheated the vegetable oil at medium heat in a large pot. So I'm going to get that ready to saute the garlic and the onions, and I saute them until the onions become glossy in texture. Then and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add and fold in the ham and the red kidney beans into the onions and garlic. Okay, and so what I've done is I've diced up the onions and my kidney beans from my 2 cans. They're more larger size can of kidney beans, and I've left the liquid, so I didn't drain the liquid off. And then of course I've diced this is a lean pre-cooked ham, and it's a low sodium ham, just for a healthier choice. And then of course I've got my seasoning. I've got vegeta, or you can use a favorite vegetable base of your own. I've got the black ground pepper and the sweet Hungarian paprika. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute the onions in the vegetable oil. So I've got that prepared, and then I'm going to add fold in the ham and the red kidney beans to the onions and garlic, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of water. I'm going to add my seasoning, my paprika, my pepper, and vegeta, or you could use the vegetable base, into the stew, and then I continue cooking the stew at medium heat with a loosely fitted lid on the pot for about 30 minutes, and then it's ready to serve with rice or potatoes. So what I will do is I will begin to add this to the, you can hear the sizzling. Right. And I'm going to saute the onion. I'm going to keep doing that. And then when I've done that, I'm going to add my ham, and I'm going to add that to the onions and the garlic, and then I'm going to fold in the kidney beans. I want to gently do that because I don't want to be mashing the kidney beans. They're already actually cooked from the can. They're actually well prepared. So you don't want to be breaking them up too much. And then what you do is then you add the water and your spices, and then you cook it for 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what this great recipe looks like served with rice or potatoes. Welcome back again to Arinka's Kitchen. I was preparing on the stove a family favorite recipe, and it is called bean ham stew, BAB SONKA PÖRKÖlt. And so what I'd like to do is show you what this great recipe looks like. So this would be the bean ham stew, and so you can, as you can see, there's the red kidney beans and the onions, and there's some garlic in there, and your ham, your diced ham, and then of course there's some liquid in it also. The broth is really good for it, so that's what that looks like in a serving dish. So if you were expecting guests, you could cook this up and probably put it in the oven and keep it warm in there, and then you could serve it in a serving dish like this, and then with rice or potatoes. And I've prepared rice today, and this is what it looks like on a plate, dinner plate. Now I've chosen to put the rice on the side, but some people like to put the rice in the middle, and then they like to spread put the ham and the beans on top, whichever way you would like it served, or potatoes, and serve it on top of potatoes or to the side. So this is what this great recipe looks like, and this is something that my mother would prepare for us, especially on really cold, wintry days. Where I'm living, there's quite a bit of snow, and there's long winter months, so it's really nice to have it. It's like a comfort food. So it smells just great in the kitchen right now with the ham and the beans and onions and garlic. So I hope that you enjoy serving this to your family and friends. And if you have any questions or comments regarding this recipe, please feel free to contact me at irene@arinkaskitchen.com or rinkaskitchen.com. Until next time, bon appetit, jo eet vadet.